והעניין כי מבואר במקום אחר, סוף דיבור המסחיל צוות בני ישראל חולו. And the concept is, as it's explained in another place in the Mamar, command the sons of Israel, Pirish lahakriv li b'moado, and explaining the verse, to offer it to me in its time, the sacrifice, v'zelashono b'moado. What does it mean? In its moed, ilu yamim tovim shel yom tov shalosh regalim. That refers to the holiday, the 3 regels. Kihine noted that filas kol yemechal nimshach mishabos, as it's known that the prayers of all the days of the week are drawn from Shabbos. K'moshe kasav b'torah or b'dibur ha'maschil v'yakel Moshe shene'amar ba kodesh yilachem kodesh ha'elyon. It says about Shabbos that it's holy for you, the supernal holy, who bechinas kadosh u'movdo, that it's exalted and removed. Nimshach lachem mamash, but it's drawn down to you truly. So it's kodesh, but lachem, it's holy and removed, but it's drawn down to you. Kamo shikas u'bibiyu ayazor emor daf kuf amud beis al pasuk achos yibasavihi. Like it's brought in the explanations of the Zohar on the verse that she's my sister, the daughter of my father. Bezimna did not la maybe abba chuluayin sham. At the time when she's taken from the house of the father, look over there, meaning from Abba, from Chachmei, but it's the boss. It's the daughter. So Patihili Isha, but you marry her. So even though it comes from Abba, but it's all the way down. It's drawn all the way down to Nukva. So that's similar to Kodesh Lachem. V'zeu inyan haneshama yiseda, and this is the concept of the extra neshama that you draw down from Kodesh. Kamo shikazu v'dibur ha'maschil v'yakel Moshe hanal lios nimshach mimena eza hamshacha, and to draw down from it some kind of flow. V'kamo shikazu v'shamru derech havaya la'asus stakachulu, like it says that you'll guard, that Avram will guard the path of Hashem to do charity. Derech Hashem zu hi hamshacha. What's this path of Hashem? This is a flow, a divine flow. Kederech sheholchin ba me'ir le'ir. Just like a person traverses from one city to another city, so it's a kind of drawing down from one place to another. Hini haderech hazehu al yedei hamuadim. So this path is through the holidays, Shamoadim him mikrai kodesh, that the holidays are called holy. Shakodesh nikra v'nimshach b'hem, that the holy is drawn into and called into them. So we explained previously in the previous paragraph that the Yom Tov is the in-between state, in between the Kodesh of Shabbos and the Chol of and the days of Chol of the weekday, that's able to draw down from beyond time into time. So here we're saying that it's like this path that traverses from Kodesh downwards, from the Kodesh Lachem. That is that there a concept of Bina, that's called the supernal Shechina. And that is the word Moed as a language of union and connection, marriage. Hamshachos, and it's a concept of flows. And you're drawing down the flow of wisdom and the crown to the 6 sides, Shem Mekor Sheshesimiam Maisa, that are the source of the 6 days of the week. So Bina is also higher. If Shabbos is Chachma, so Bina is also higher than the 6 days of the week, and if you draw down to the days of the week from Chachma to the Midos, so you're the state in between. That's Bina. And for example, the giving birth to the child is specifically in the womb of the mother. So it's specifically Bina that's connected directly and gives birth to the Midos, not Chachma. And from the mother comes the birth, and also the milk to grow the child. And that's the concept of the holidays, that there are holidays for joy. The concept of the mother of the child rejoices. And that's why you have these three holidays, that you're drawing down into the three main emotional concepts of Chesed, Gvur, Tiferes, which are the general concept of the six attributes. And in them and through them, you draw down also to draw down in the prayers. Kol Yemei HaChol, of all the days of the week. Pesach Bechinas Avraham. The Pesach is a concept of Avraham. The Bechinas Tfilas Shachris, in the prayers of the morning. Mimata Lamaila, from below to above. Shavuos Bechinas Yitzchak. Shavuos corresponds with Yitzchak Shekala Shofar Hu Elo Shel Yitzchak, that the sound of the shofar by the giving of the Torah is the from the ram of Yitzchak Shu Kенeged Tfilas Mincha, that corresponds with the prayer of Mincha. The Sukkos Bechinas Yaakov Nasa Sukkos Tfilas Arvis Arkanashono, and the Sukkah, which is the concept of Yaakov, that Yaakov traveled to Sukkos, that's the Myra prayer, that's Arvis. So, just like the Moed draws down into the days of the week, so too the prayers, they're a concept of bringing the Regalim, they're the Regel, they're the Moed of each day, they're the Chagas of each day, just like the Regalim are concept of Chagas, to draw down to the Midos, so too the prayers of each day are like the Moed of each day, to draw down from Chesed, Gvur, Tiferes to the Tfilos of the Avos. I'm not sure what the Ad Kanashon is. And the source of this flow is from the inner courtyard, Hapone Kadim, that faces inwards, Asher B'yom HaShabbos Yipaseach, that will be opened on the day of Shabbos. Al Yidei Hayom Tov Nimshach Ha'ara Mebechinas Zu B'Tfilas Yomin D'Chol Chulu, and through the holiday, he'll draw down this flow, this glimmer, in the days of the week. So the Shabbos is the Makor for the Hamshacha, but the Moed actually draws it down. V'kemo shekasuv haramaz b'parshas Korach Taf Kufayin Vav Amar Beis Gabi Hado Dichsiv Mikrai Kodesh, like the Ramaz writes in his Pirush in the Zohar in Korach, like it says that this is what it says: those who are called holy, v'masai, what time, when the shaitam, the Moed Sharia Ba'alma, at the time, maybe it's Bishaita, the Moed Sharia Ba'alma, at the time that the holiday is resting in the world. And the concept is should be ima miyuad or abachulu, that in ima, in the level of bina, miyuad is united the light of from Abba, from Chochma. Ki yud hu sod Abba v'ima chulu, because the letter yud has in it both Abba and Ima, Vahinu Shal Yedei Vav Daled the Milo Yud Shu Ima Ilah, that is that the letters Vav Daled that complete the spelling of the word Yud, of the letter Yud, that's the supernal mother that comes from Abba, from the first Yud. Through the Ima, you're able to draw down the first Yud, Shu Abba, which is the father of Chachma b'chol amidus tizachulu, in all the emotional attributes of Zeranpin. V'hu inyan or Atzilus shebat Atzilus ayin sham, and that's the concept of the light of Atzilus in Atzilus. Look over there. Chachma is Atzilus of Atzilus. Vine mashikasuv me'inyan vav daled, and look what's brought about this idea of the vav daled that's in the yud. Bebir al pasuk v'atayigdal na koach adnai, an explanation in the Mamar of now you'll greaten the strength of Adnai. Koach wa miloi chulu, that the miloi. What is the Koach Adnai? It's the Miloi of Adnai. V'zeu she'abina nekra moed lashon yud v'chibur, and this is why Bina is called the holiday. It's from the language of marriage and union, shemechaberes or Abba be'amidus chulu, that it unites the light of Abba with the emotional attributes. V'ayin bibiori azor al pasuk v'yitzi Yaakov me'beresheva chulu. Look what's brought in the explanation of the Zohar. Vayetze, that Yaakov went out from the well of the seven. It's from the concept of the midos or the Makor HaMidos. Ubime ore os mem simin lamed vav moed bibechinas hatfuna. And Meori explains that moed is on the level of tfuna. The Makor HaMidos in Mochin v'lechein moed gematria kuf kaf tzirufei elokim sheim bad kan lashono. Therefore, moed is the gematria of 120. Which corresponds with 120 combinations of the letter of the name Elokim that are in it and that come from Tfuna. Ulechora kasha harayamodim nikrau muadei Havaya ve'eichem bekufkaf tzirufei Elokim. And at first glance, this is a difficult statement because the holidays are called the holidays of Hashem, of the name Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, and how are they then the 120 combinations of the name Elokim? But we must say that this refers to the concept of the union and the connection between the name of Vehaya and the 120 combinations of the name Elokim, that the concept of Moed is a hamshacha downwards from Vehaya to Elokim. From the Mochin to Midos, Shishem Vehaya Yem Moshel v'Sholet u'Meir b'Chol Kuf Kaf Tzirufim Hanal, that the name of Vehaya should rule over and shine to all the 120 combinations. The Vilti Yastiru, that they shouldn't hide, V'Shelo Yinku Mehem Kuf Kaf Tzirufei Denoga Chulu, and should not get a nurturance, that the combinations of Klippas Noga, of the Klippa, should not get a nurturance from Kedusha. That's why they're called the holidays of Hashem, of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. Azai, hu iskalos Shem Vehaya b'Shem Elokim. That's when you have a revelation of the name of Vehaya into the name of Elokim. That's like that we said, it's the path of Vehaya that Avraham will teach his descendants. That, like we said, the avos are a concept of the giloi of the moadim into chagas, or in even in every day. And the tefillos V'hainu ki moed lashon yud v'chibur v'gam lashon zman, and that is because moed is a language of union and connection, and also a language of time. Mitzad hiyoso b'chinas zman zeu nimshach b'shem Elokim, and because it's a concept of time, that is that you're drawing down into the name of Elokim, shu b'chinas malchus shesham mekor hazman, which is the idea that you're drawing down into malchus, which is the source of the concept of time. But the name of Vehaya, which is composed of past, present, and future, is higher than the boundaries of time. And this that it's called the holidays of Vehaya, the time of Vehaya. That's a concept. So when you say moed in connection to Elokim, that's translated as time. But when you say moed Havaya, moed as gets connected to the name of Vehaya, so that's yud. That's moed from the language of union and connection. Yud v'chibur the shem Vehaya b'shem Elokim, of the name of Vehaya into the name of Elokim. And this is the idea of sanctifying the times, meaning drawing down the Havaya to the Elokim from Chachma into the Midos through Bina. Ketzer Moed Ki Shabbos Kodesh Neshama Yisera. The concept of Moed is that on the Holy Shabbos, what's the holiness of Shabbos? It's this extra Neshama B'Bechinas Kol Chai, from the concept of Kol Chai, the Notla Mebe'aba, that you take from the house of the Father, V'derech Havaya, in the path of Hashem, Al-Yedei Bina Shechintei La, through Bina, which is the supernal Shechina, as opposed to the lower Shechina Malchus, Emabanim, that the higher Shechina, this is the concept of the mother of the children, Nimshach B'Gimel Midos, drawn into the three emotional attributes of B'Nehi, Gimel Regalim, and into Nehi. And Nehi are the Gimel Reglaim, they're the three legs. So the Gimel Midos are the Avos, and the Avos are draw down to the holidays, which are the Regalim, the legs. Netzach Hod Yisod, concept of legs. Ein part Deserach Moed, Validei Zen Nimshach Betfilas Yom Yachol, and through this you draw down into the prayers of the holidays. Yud Kodesh, Kadosh. So Yud is the concept of holy. Moed Havaya, the holidays of the name Havaya. V'gam Moed Kuf Kaf Sirufei Elokim. And Moed is also Gematria 120, corresponding with the combinations of the name Elokim. Hainu Bechinas Eis Lasos LaHavaya. It's a concept of a time to do for Havaya, that Havaya is drawn down into the Eis, La'asos, to draw down into it. V'zeu inyan Emunas Itecha, and this is the concept of the belief of our times, ki hine eis u'bechinas malchus, because the concept of time is the concept of malchus. It's tzarich lios eis la'asos lehavaya, and you have to have a concept of a time to do for havaya. L'chaber u'liyachid bechinas zuim shem havaya kanal, that is to unite and connect this idea with the name of havaya, like we said before, binyan moed, with the concept of the moed that connects Chochma to all the way down to the concept of time, through the Bina, to the Midos, which are this Sheshis Yom Yachol. That's Eis Lasos Lehavaya. That's the Eis, the Malchus, and you're drawing down Havaya. Vugamkin inyan Mishchu Yomin Ilayin Liyomin Tatayin, and this is also the idea of draw down supernal days to lower days. B'zor Chile Gimel Daf Resh Mem Tes. V'zeu Emunas Itecha Yaseid Chulu. And this is the concept of the belief in your times, the strength of your times. Yaseid, it's a tent peg that won't be moved, meaning to say that the tent peg is a constant beyond time, that it's not movable, and it's a constancy. So it's the beyond time into Itecha, into your time. And it's also to that through the idea of days you formed, and the concept of echad into them. Torah mitzvos v'tefillah midibur hamaskil v'era. You have to look in that Mamar to see exactly what he's referring to. Okay, inyanam shach mebichinas echad lebichinas va'ed, like the concept of echad into va'ed, because Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. So echad is va'ed b'chalufei asfan. So you're drawing down. Va'ed is a concept of time, of forever, but echad you draw down into it. So yami mutzar is the idea of days, of times. V'lo echad b'hem, you draw down that concept that's one, beyond time, beyond division, into them, similar to drawing down the supernal union into the lower union. The Hashem is within time and one. You draw down into that the concept of as Hashem is beyond time and one, without division. And the concept is like it's written, it will be pleasant to Hashem, to Vehaya, the mincha of Yehuda and Yerushalayim, like the days of the world, like Yimei Olam, like the days of old. Uperish berabos zem Moshe. And so the Medrash Rabbah explains this pasuk and says that this refers to Moshe, Shenemar v'yizko Yemei Olam Moshe Amo, like the pasuk says, and he will remember the days of the world, Moshe his nation. So the Yemei Olam refers to Moshe. Kini Matat nikra Sar HaOlam, because the Malach Matat is called the minister of the world. And about him it says, about this concept of this Malach, it says that the weakness of man is like grass that's cut. That's his days, meaning to say that it's a confined concept of time. And it's the concept of the 6 sides of the world of Yetzirah, the 6 days of the week. The Malach Matat, in general, it corresponds with the flow to the 6 days of the week. This is known in the Kavanos of Shtayim Mikra V'Chad Targum. Misham Yeshinika Gam Kein Lechitzonim, and from there you also have a nurturance to the Chitzonim. Because in Yetzirah you have the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So you have these 6 sides, which corresponds with the Itzadas, and in Yetzirah it's Urav Tovira. The Kamoshkas Beishis Chachma Shar HaKedusha, like it's brought in Reshis Chachma. So we're getting to the concept of Yemei Olam in Moshe. We haven't explained it yet. And this is the idea of the gate of the inner courtyard that faces east, Shu Olam Hatzilus, which is the world of Atzilus. Sagor Yehiyah Sheshis Miyamaisa. It's closed during the 6 days of the week. V'kamoshe Kazu B'Zorah Chilek Aleph Parshas Noach Daf Ayin Vav B'Pardes Sharabiyah Perek Daled V'Sof Perek Hey Mash Enkim B'Yemei Moshe, which is not the case in the days of Moshe. Shneimar in Panecha Holchim Imanu Chulul, that the pasuk says if in Panecha Holchim Al Taleinu Mizah, that we don't want the Malach Matat, but we want the Hashem's presence beyond that, because Hashem sent a Malach and Moshe rejected him. Hayamir or Hatzilos Mamash, because in the days of Moshe shined the Tzilos truly. And that's the concept of remember the days of the world. Moshe Amo, remember the concept of the days of Moshe beyond the Malach Matat, meaning beyond the days of the week. And that's why it'll be pleasant that you're going to have a concept of a mincha to the name of Vehaya, of Yehuda and Yerushalayim, just like the days of Moshe beyond the days of the week. Maybe you'll get to that. And then will be drawn down great good to the house of Israel. Rav Tuv Leves Yisrael Kivan Kamoshehu Batzilus Kach Meir Bibiyah. Since as it is in Atzilus, that's how it will shine into the worlds of B'Yitzir Asiyah. Ukinyan Mashikos B'Dibur Amaschel Kimcha Mikor Chaim. And like the idea of what's brought in the Mamar, with you is the source of light, of life, binyan hashkifa mima'on kodshecha min hashamayim uvarechesamcha chulu, with the concept of look down from your holy place from the heavens and bless your nation. Similar, it's hinting to a similar concept from Atzilus to Biyah. Mima'on kodshecha min hashamayim, meaning from Atzilus uvarechesamcha and bless below. So he's Kormei Olam Moshe. So you remember the days of the old, meaning you draw down from Atzilus from the level of Moshe, from the days of Moshe. And that's the idea of a time to do for Havaya. To connect the concept of time and days to the name of Havaya, the Malchus to the Havaya beyond the that you should shine the concept of the days of the world. You're going beyond time, beyond the 6 days of the week of Matat. You're drawing down from Moshe, the times of Moshe instead, beyond Matat. And that's the idea of the inner courtyard that faces east, that's closed during the week. It's the concept of Shabbos, that you're drawing down from that level. And from Shabbos and Yom Tov, it shines also into the days of the week, a glimmer from here. So he doesn't actually explain the pasuk of the Arval LaHashem, but so that pasuk we must say, perhaps that V'arva LaHavaya refers to the level of Havaya. Like we're saying here, that Havaya is beyond Elokim, beyond time. Kimei Olam, meaning like it says, like Moshe, beyond that are beyond the days of the world of Matat. Ketzer Eis Lasos Hainu L'Chabra Eis L'Shem Havaya. So in short, the concept of the time to do is to connect the concept of Eis, of Malchus L'Shem Havaya, Kamo Echad Va'ed, like the idea of Echad and Va'ed, of Shema and Baruch Shem. Okay, Inyan Va'arva Chulu Kimei Olam, and like the idea of, and it will be pleasant, like the days of the world, meaning like the days of Moshe, of Atzilus, of the Chatzara Pnimis upon Kadim. So Va'arva means that it'll be pleasant because it'll be drawn down that Hamshacha downwards.